Hi, I'm Kristen Horler, founder of Momletta and our Core 9 Diastasis Repair Program. So today I want to talk to you about how to assess yourself for diastasis recti. So whether you've seen a medical professional, an OBGYN, or a physical therapist who has assessed you for diastasis recti, I feel it's still important for you to have your own self-awareness of your body, your healing, and your recovery. So we're going to first move into the supine position. So as you come down to the mat, it's important how you enter and exit the supine position, which is facing up towards the ceiling. So very carefully moving onto your left side and then rolling onto your back. When we exit the supine position, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to roll back to our left side and we're going to push up to seated. This movement is essential for anyone with diastasis recti because if we are entering and exiting the supine position by coming straight back or coming straight up, we are creating an excessive amount of intra-abdominal pressure, which is one of the worst things for diastasis recti. So we want to avoid those type of movements, whether we're getting in and out of bed or coming down from the mat to do core work or stretching. So let's go ahead and bring it down. Left side, roll onto your back, knees bent. And then I just want you to do an assessment from head to toe. So head is pressing into the mat gently. Cervical spine, there's a natural curve. As we move down, our thoracic spine in contact with the mat. And then when we reach our lumbar spine, I want you in neutral spine. So what that means is that you could probably fit about 2 fingertips underneath your low back. Let's go ahead and play around with some pelvic tilt so we can make sure we know what neutral spine is. We're going to tilt forward onto the tailbone, creating a lot of space in the low back. So much so that you could almost slide your arm underneath your low back. And then what I want you to do is press that low back into the mat so that there's no space. You can't even get a fingertip underneath your back. And then I want you to just relax and come back to neutral spine. And a good test is to just take 2 fingertips and see if you can get just a little ways underneath that back. So this is neutral spine. This is where we're going to start. And to do our self-assessment, we're going to start with 1 fingertip, locating your belly button. If you need to fold your pants down, that might help you access it better. You can even pull up your shirt. Find that belly button, and we're just going to press straight down at the navel. At the navel here, we're going to feel right and left. Do we feel the rectus abdominis muscles? And you may or may not feel them. But we're going to add a little head lift here and see what's happening with our rectus abdominis muscles. So opposite hand, let's bring those fingertips behind the ears. Take a deep breath in, curl it up, and then hold here. Wiggle that fingertip right and left. Do you feel your rectus abdominis muscles come around that fingertip? Lower your head and shoulders back down. Now let's try with 2 fingertips. Pressing in at the belly button, wiggle side to side. Take a breath in, curl it up, side to side. What do you feel here? Is there still a little bit of space? Side to side, head back down, 3 fingers. Let's try that. Right in at the belly button, side to side movement, curl it up. Are your fingers being pushed out by the rectus abdominis muscles, or is there still a little bit of space right and left? If you still feel a little bit of space, then bring your head down. Try with 4. Pressing in, you might have to press a little deeper. Curl it up and bring it back down. So I want you to practice that a few times to try to get an idea. And you will measure yourself as a 1 finger width, a 2 finger width, a 3 finger width, or a 4 finger width separation. And it's okay if you feel like you're halfway in between. So you might feel like you're 2.5, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine. It's just good for you to get comfortable with your body and where you're at and your healing and your recovery, and not always be dependent on having to get back into your physical therapist or OBGYN's office to find out if you're making progress. I want you to be able to take control of your own health and your own healing. Thank you so much for joining us today for our self-assessment. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Thank you. Have a great day.